Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Devil May Cry 5 Dante Must Die S rank video walkthrough. This is mission 12, and mission is notorious for its S rank because this mission has a double fury fight. Now, if you take the path which I'm going to show you here, which is a well-known path at this stage, you can skip the entirety of the double fury fight. And I was trying to get the dance to work here, didn't really work out, but it's alright because this fight's not that bad to get styling. You have a Luciacia, which is pretty easy to beat up on to get an S rank because it gets stunned so easily. I really don't mind this enemy at all. It's an upgraded Baphomet, and I like the Baphomet, so I don't mind this creature half as much as I do and everything else in this game. And then 3 Antrenors. So the Antrenors can be interesting. If you can get them stuck in the cages, it's going to help you a lot with style since you can dance and taunt and do whatever you want. If you don't, you're going to have to get a bit more creative. And that's what I'm going to do now, is get a bit more creative. Typically, in fights like these, I'm going to prioritize using Balrog, since Balrog is a lot of damage. And I know for a fact that this thing hurts if you let it sit around and do its thing. This is like one of the enemies you have to respect in this game. You know, it may not be the strongest or the most intimidating, but you must respect it. And respect that if you leave this thing alone, it's going to hurt. It'll style all over you. So, the main problem with this mission is that the boss of this mission is a dog shit boss. He's probably one of the worst bosses in the series. He's not as bad as Arkham, or Sanctus isn't bad. He just runs away a lot. So he's not as bad. He's just bad. He has a crystal that takes way too much punishment, and then the boss has about 15 million HP on top of it. So we'll talk more about it when we get there, because it is a long enough fight. It's a 10-minute fucking fight against one boss, which to me is just extremely dog shit, and I don't understand why it's in Devil May Cry game. But there really is only a few fights that you have to mandatorily do in this mission. Try a jump cancel here. But once again, do whatever you feel comfortable with Dante. This is why I was hesitant about doing a walkthrough for this game, because it's so player dependent on whether or not the player can perform these combos. But I didn't do anything impressive there. I tried not to get hit as much as possible. So take that into account. I'm not doing anything super stylish here. In fact, look, I didn't do anything that great. I've got 5,300 points. That's not that great. And here I have a bit of confusion trying to remember, because it has been a while since I guessed this route. Where the how you avoid the Fury fight, because doing the Fury fight in this difficulty and hoping to maintain good style is a wishful thought that I'm just not going to entertain, because I'm not that good against Furies. So I believe the skip is... Oh yeah. Do you have to collect that Nidhogg parasite, I wonder? Is that a thing? I don't believe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe you do have to collect this Nidhogg parasite. All I know is I finished the mission 1. So maybe this isn't mandatory at all. But it is interesting that they let you do this, and I'm not too sure if it's intentional or not. Now, you don't need the Nidhogg, it turns out, so all you gotta do here... Now, I make a dog's ear of this, by the way, so... If you can jump on top of the statue easier than I can, I eventually kind of work out like a way to do it, which is jump once and then trickster dash once, and that kind of gets you over most times, 9 times out of 10. But it takes me a while to figure this out, and the reason I'm leaving this in is because this is not an easy jump. This is the Devil May Cry 1 horse all over again, which I just cannot do for the life of me. But it does give me a bit longer to talk about this mission. So overall, this mission is probably Dante's what, second or third hardest mission to S rank. But the good thing is, even though the boss in this mission is shit, and there's 0 redeeming qualities about him, apart from the design's kind of alright, is that if you do not have enough stylish points, you will get them off this boss. The amount of damage this guy takes will almost guarantee you an S rank, because you have to break the crystal, and then you have to beat him. And in my opinion, the first thing you want to do is, before that fight, is use Sin Devil Trigger to its fullest extent on the fight beforehand, because you get a free full charge of it. So kind of work it out here, jump, trickster, and then there you are. So you made it much easier. Should have done that at the start. That's an orb stash. Keep going. I don't know why I'm breaking these because I've got enough orbs. I think I'm just kind of wary of my lowering count, although they've went up quite a lot in this walkthrough. So that's one destroyed. And what way was it again? I think you go down the way. You don't go this way. I'm looking for a truck, and that's kind of how you know the telltale sign of where you're meant to go. Essentially, you have to destroy 3 of those big pulsating red orbs. Is that the way? No, no, no. I believe what you do here is jump out and use the motorcycle to climb up some floors. It's been a while since I actually recorded this, so it stumps me a wee bit. Do not go down here, by the way. This is a waste. I don't know why I went down here. I think I just forgot completely what is down here. But then I realized, oh shit, it's a chaos fight. And the last thing I want to do is fight anything because I don't want, because 2 chaoses is not enough to stay on. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I run. This is the wrong way I'm running. Yeah, I'm running in the wrong way completely. So turn around and get the hell out of there because again, 2 chaoses isn't enough to maintain an S rank on. Jesus, what? Let me try to figure it out here. There we go. See, it was kind of hard to come back to this game because there's not a lot of this type of stuff, but there is some amount of it. Mission skipping because you have to skip the fights in this game. So what you want to do here is equip the motorcycle. Yep, I'm just checking to make sure how to do it so I don't make an idiot of myself. But I do fuck it up here, so what you want to do is double jump straight away, and you want to do 3 of these. And you want to trickster straight away, but I don't trickster straight away. I let myself fall a wee bit, and it brings me back down to the start. So I considered restarting here, but I was like, I kind of know how to do it now, so I'm going to try my best here to do it quick. So there's 1. 2. So it's really not that hard once you figure out how to do it. 1, 2, 3, and then trickster immediately. And there you are. And you go straight into a Hellbat fight with a Queen and Pusa. And this fight will get you a lot of points as well. This is probably one of the best fights if you're low on points right now and you're not hitting the S rank. This is a great fight for it because the bat spawner, the bats are easy to kite. Not kite, sorry. The bats are very easy to stun, and you can hit them with some really big moves. They don't really have much hyper armor, so you can do whatever you feel comfortable with. Try and stay out of the Queen and Pusa's way because if she grabs you, you will know all about it, and you need to get the S rank on this fight as soon as possible. Try and get the triple S and use. There's double S. Try and get the triple S and use the Sin Devil Trigger moves because you need them. You need to vary your moves up enough to actually use these. And there we go. I do 1 combo. Gave it. I think I might actually get a real impact here as well. No, I think I missed. Oh no, I hit, but it only hits once. Unfortunate. Basically, this fight's not the best fight by any means, and somehow that misses. That's the way cookie crumbles, isn't it? Really. So I'm gonna hit this real impact if it kills me. There we are. See, I should be using this way more. This Sin Devil Trigger form is extremely strong with quadruple S, and it builds style very fast. I just want to kill this thing, because I know I've been hit by these things, by the stupidest things. So we are. I don't often use Gunslinger because in my opinion it's just not the best. Why am I breaking these? I don't know why. Now, what you want to do here is go in here and take a right. Or no, it's a left, isn't it? This just isn't going well for me. Yeah, up there it is. You head up there and there's the next orb you gotta break. And then I believe after this there's 1 more fight and then it's the boss. And what a boss it is, but I'll talk all about that when we get there. But this is a great skip, and I wish there was more of it in this game that you could skip like this because, well, I wish you didn't have to skip fights in this game. But I wish for like speedrunners and people who are confident in getting, S ranks on quick fights like that, that they could just take the high road and be like, I don't want to fight that fight, so I'm gonna skip it. Plus, if you want to break this, for whatever reason I'm breaking it, just start rolling impact it. It does a lot of damage, and it will build that. It will knock it out real fast. So there's the next one. This is another mandatory fight with a few nobodies, by the way. So once again, this is one fight that if you're kind of lacking on style, you'll get plenty of it. So the fights aren't too bad. They aren't, ridiculous. Like Mission 10's fights are dog shit because you don't have the enemies to make the style up on. But it seems in this mission, it's the ranking's a lot more strict, but the enemies are good to fight. So it's not as obnoxious to actually get the S rank on. Which, again, I really would love to know why the modifier Mission 10 is the way it is. What I miss. Once again, I'm trying to build that quadruple S up as fast as I can. To use in Devil Trigger. And I'm just not a big fan. I'm really trying to use these motorcycles more. But I'm just not the biggest fan of them. Actually, they're probably very good, and good players should probably use them to great effect. But I don't see it. There we are. Charging that up. Now we gotta find the nobody. I think I hit him with the end of something there. I should really be using it again because you can charge it up so fast and use it again. I think I'm just trying to use whatever I can now to keep the style up. I should really be using quadruple S if I want to kill this thing quick. But this fight goes pretty well because as you can tell, just as you play Dante more, you will get into him. You get into the flow of combat more. Nero's a very different character than Dante. And when you go back to Nero from Dante, you kind of see just how strong Dante is with how much mobility and damage Dante has on demand, unlike Nero, who has to rely on his Devil Bringer or Devil Trigger to do some more of his powerful moves. Or the Devil Breakers, or whatever you call them. Devil Breakers and his Devil Trigger. Because Devil Triggered Nero is a lot stronger than Devil Triggered Standard Nero. Sorry, not Devil Triggered Nero. Don't know what I'm talking about. Because, number one, when you grab two enemies, you can grab two enemies at once. Well, it's actually build Devil Trigger and style so much faster. I don't know, Nero's great, and I love Nero, but he's very reliant on, limited arms, or hard to build Devil Trigger on Nero, I'm not too sure. His Exceed mechanics, obviously Nero's main draw. And it is great, but Dante just has so much more tools at his disposal on demand, rather than have to wait for anything or any arbitrary time, or... Dante, even without Devil Trigger, is extremely good. Now, I think that's difficult from going from Dante to Nero. Go from Dante to V. Or V to Dante. Which we have done already. But it is one of the most obnoxious changes. From such a well-designed character to a character that seems great, but it's not. Anyway, we're coming up to the Origin fight right now. So straight away, you want to do the grab move. This seems to stun him. See, he stopped his move. And what I've done now, I'm hopping into this because I don't care about getting hit. And look at damage this range move does. Look at that. That's off to a good start right there. Broke his crystal immediately and used it. But I'm going to show you a decent strategy here. See when his tentacles come out like this? Roll. Roll to the right. And just spam the roll. He'll never hit you. I don't know what it is. It seems like the tentacle has weird tracking when it comes to dodges. When it comes to jumps, the tentacles can hit you mid fucking dodge. It's ridiculous. But for some reason, dodge rolls don't have the same, downside to them. And my recommendation here, real impacts are great. I love real impacts. They're one of my favorite moves to do with Dante. But I would recommend really saving up for SDT. And see this, you can jump this. Watch, jump Royal Guard. It's a free Royal Guard. It's not hard, and it won't deal any damage if you miss it. So you may as well try it, rather than not try it. He's got the crystal back up, and this is where things get spicy. To say the fucking least. Because he starts summoning dickhead fucking tentacle monsters at me. And really, I don't know why they gave this fucking tanky HP pool sponge the fucking ability to summon fucking tentacles. And now he's went into phase 1 moves, and phase 1 Urzen is just so much fun. Chasing this cunt around an arena is just the greatest. And the worst thing is, they gave this fucking boss a dodge. He can dodge out of your attacks. And they've also gave us Crystal a lot of HP as well. And also that, I dodged, that didn't take damage, but it still stunned me. So they've given this cunt of a boss everything and giving him. I don't know why they gave this boss. The crystal should not react to attacks at all. Because this cunt spamming magic at you should really, you know, ward you off enough. And there's his backstep dodge, or it's great. There's the crystal responding to damage. I don't know, sometimes the crystal won't respond to damage and sometimes it just does it constantly. This was a pretty good fight for me, but the crystal would not stop responding to me. If you want to use Man in Red on the Dr. Faust is very good. Watch this. I would advise don't Royal Guard that because if you get hit by it, it hurts. But if you've got Devil Trigger, you're fine because it'll just use Devil Trigger to block it anyway. So yeah, just keep pounding on this. Just jab it. And there we go. Royal Guard. I mean, I missed it. But look, no damage, so you may as well try it. And here he comes. See, look at it. For some reason, it just doesn't track the dodge very well. Dodge roll. And I'll hit this. There we go. It's a nice style booster as well, hitting that. So you might, if you're struggling for style, just try and Royal Guard all of his non-damaging moves. And there, that hoard my lock on. That's the main reason you want to get rid of those things, is because they'll fucking hoard your lock on and ruin this fight for you. There's a back dodge, great, Urzen. Don't know why the fuck they gave this boss so much utility. Don't know why they gave this boss half those fucking moves though, because they're all just shit. This guy's just not fun to fight. Like, has a boss ever taken you this long in Devil May Cry? But also not hit you? And see when he Devil Triggers this, it's just this guy gets, it's gravy for him. But did a boss like this really need? You know, I don't know, I don't think he did. Now, for some reason right here, when I SDT and break his crystal, he kind of in a way freaks out. See, I hit him through his crystal there, as I'm sure you could see. I hit the guy through his crystal, and also, when I break his crystal here, he kind of just breaks. His AI kind of freaks out for a wee bit. To my knowledge anyway, I hope I can show you. He gets caught in a loop, he keeps walking towards me, I think, or something similar. There we go, that's a dodge. There's a back dodge. I think he just starts spamming back dodge. There's one back dodge. I don't know what it was with what I ended up screwing me over with this boss. This boss, I think he get hit by a tentacle at one point. Oh, it's here because this guy, watch this. That's one. Two. Usually that guy's only meant to do it once, but he did it twice in a row for some reason. And I'm really not sure why he did it. And right here, watch this. I'm on a triple A strike. The fight's going great, and he's one fucking hair from dying. He's so close to dying. And here, a tentacle hits me. So I get staggered by that for some reason, even though I dodge it, and then hits me. And then a jump from Balrog kills him. So his health died. He died from a jump from Balrog. And that tentacle fucking hit me. But look at my style points. I got 1,000 style points in that fight. And I didn't do anything intensive. Use the grip move when you first get in there, and focus on using Ludus, which is the one that shoots a load of projectiles. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for this video. Let's see if we got the S rank. Yep, by far, man. So, good luck guys, and thanks for watching.